Hello, welcome to EZ Eatery. Today we're going to make these beautiful carne asada tacos using our air fryer. Let's go put it together. All you're going to need is an orange, 3 limes. I'm going to cheat and use some taco seasoning, some olive oil, some white rice vinegar, and the thinnest cut of steak you can find. This one is flank, and some corn tortillas. We're going to go ahead and start off by cutting up our orange and squeezing all of the juice that we can get out of it into a little bowl. That one orange ended up making quite a bit of juice. So now we're just going to take our 3 limes and we're just going to squeeze the juice out of all 3 of them right into the bowl. I'm going to take some of that cilantro and put that in the bowl. I'm going to keep a little bit on reserve because it makes a beautiful garnish and I like it really fresh anyway. I'm going to add about a 1/3 cup of my olive oil in there. I'm not going to really measure, but it looks like it's going to be about a 1/3, as well as my rice vinegar. I'm going to add about a 1/4 cup of that, just kind of eyeball it to where it looks like it's forming together. And I'm going to take my taco seasoning. This is my cheater, so it has all of the spices that you could possibly need. So don't use the whole packet though, keep some on reserve for another meal. And that's it. Just going to give that a nice big stir. And I do have my steaks in 2 separate bags right now. I'm not too sure if I'm going to freeze one of them or not. I haven't decided yet. So I divided that into 2, and I'm just going to go ahead and divvy out the juices and the seasonings and everything into both bags separately. I'm going to try and get every last bit of everything into those baggies. So now I'm just going to go ahead and try and squeeze out as much air as I possibly can and just kind of mix it all together. And we're just going to go ahead and put that in the refrigerator for about an hour, at least an hour, but you can put it in there for overnight if you'd like to. I let mine sit in the refrigerator for about 4 hours and I let it come to room temperature. Now it's time to go ahead and start putting it together. So we're just going to go ahead and spray our rack. I'm going to try really hard to make both pieces fit. I did end up using both pieces to go onto just this one rack. Okay, we got both of them on one rack, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in my air fryer oven. I love this air fryer, it's the best. I swear by this one. It's a Power XL 10 quart. I'm going to put that up to bake at 390 degrees for just 10 minutes. After just 10 minutes, this is what it's going to look like. I did an internal temperature. Now, I like mine well done, so I left mine in for 10 minutes, and it came up to 145, which is perfect. So it does just have like a little bit of pink in there, but of course, if you want yours a little more rare, then you just reduce the time. So I'm going to use my all-time favorite seasoning, Suzy Q, and just put that right on the very top, as well as a little bit of pepper. Since these just came out of the oven, we're going to go ahead and put some foil over the top of them and let them sit there and rest for at least 10 minutes. While that's doing that, we're going to go ahead and get our little street tacos ready. These are street tacos. I think they're so good. They're super cute too. So they're just corn shells. So I'm going to go ahead and put those into the air fryer oven at 325 degrees for 7 minutes. Now that our steak is all rested, we're going to go ahead and figure out which way the grain is because we want to cut against the grain. So I'm going to go ahead, as you can see, this one is kind of funky. It is like you can see that it has like different marblings in it. So just going to try and figure out how to go ahead and cut it against the grain, the marbling. Now look at that. Isn't that pretty? It's nice and fully cooked. I did check it. It's at 145 degrees right now. And I'm just going to go ahead and keep chopping this up. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut the second one up just the exact same way as I did the first. Just try and figure out the marbling in here and just cut against the grain. Okay, now that we have that all cut up, we're going to go ahead and put that off to the side a little bit and go ahead and start with our prepping station. Gonna go ahead and grab some onions. I chopped up some onions, I chopped up some cilantro, and some cotija cheese. So I think I'm saying that correctly. And of course, a pretty little plate to put it on because we want it to look good. And now our tortillas are all nice and cooked, so we're just gonna go ahead and open those up. Now this is really hot when you first pull it out, just to forewarn you, which is good. And as you can see, they're not dried out at all. They're not falling apart or anything like that, so that's exactly how I want it. So literally this is super easy. All you're gonna do is take your steak, you're gonna put that right on the tortilla, grab a handful of onions and stick that right on there, and some cilantro and put that right on top of that as well. And look at that taco. Doesn't that look delicious? I live in California, and pretty much on every single street corner in my town there is a taco truck, and this is exactly how they look and exactly how they taste. I have been mimicking them for years now, and I've got the marinade down, and that is the most important part. It's all about the marinade. Of course, you could add whatever it is that you like to it. If you like salsa, guacamole, if you don't like cilantro, you can put parsley in there, and if you don't have the cotija cheese, use some Parmesan cheese, or don't use cheese at all. It's totally up to you. Now this is my favorite part. Been waiting all day for these things to marinate, so I am just gonna have to take a little bite. But look how beautiful that is. Doesn't that look gorgeous? Oh my gosh, all I can say is these are so delicious. Look at the steak is cooked perfectly for me. Now, if you, again, like I've said before, if you want to, yours on the rarer side, just cook it for about 7-8 minutes. I like mine completely well done. But anyway, just delicious. You have to give this a try. I promise you, you are going to love it. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and please give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. You guys be well and have a great day. Bye-bye now.